What up? Great morning, everybody. Great Monday morning. What is up, family? Welcome to the live. Cheers to everybody drinking the liquid truth, the liquid facts, ready to listen to the liquid truth. Great morning, everybody. How you guys feeling today? How you guys doing today? Who's on here? Make yourself known. What's up? How you guys feeling? Monday morning. New month, new week. It's good. What's up, family? Who's on here? What is going on? How you guys feeling today? Let me wave at all you guys. Let me see who's here. Man, let me see who's on here. Let me scroll up. What's up, fam? What's up? New month, new blessings. That's what someone said. Dave said. Morning, everybody. Morning. Cool. What's up, Kaz? How you doing? Hope everything is well with you. Yo, listen up. Think about the perception of a new week, the perception of a new month. You know, how people would celebrate holidays and how they feel on the holiday. But what is a holiday, right? If you look at all these things that are set up, all of it, and we're going to get deep today, fam. So if you're going to be on here, stay on here. If you're not, just go do what you got to do, because this is going to challenge your perspective on life, right? We see days of the week, right? We see Fridays, hooray. We see new months, hooray. New Year's, hooray. My birthday, hooray. Then you associate feelings with these new things, right? But it's all psychological. If we look at it, it's all in our minds. That means our perception creates how we would feel, right? In a certain moment in our life, we look at, okay, how come on a random Tuesday or a Monday in the middle of the month, people are like, man, I'm not excited about this new week. And if you study if you study behind that, if you study that, you will see that it has nothing to do with a Monday, right? It has nothing to do with the Monday. It has everything to do with what they're doing in their life, right? So it's the newness that gets people psychologically more excited. Oh, new month. Okay, I got new goals. New year. Okay. Hey, a birthday. I just turned this age. Hey, it's a holiday. It's Halloween. It's going to be Thanksgiving and then Christmas. All these things are in our minds. None of these things actually exist, right? Like, let's really look at it. A lot of it is all in our mind, which means it's our perception on what's going on. So how can you take that same fact, that it is our perception that's creating our current reality and how we view ourselves, how we view the world, how we view certain things? Someone can say something to you and then you feel great. You feel good about your situation, right? You get a promotion in your job. You feel great. You get a sale in business. You feel phenomenal. It's interesting that all of these things is based on our perception of what's going on. So that means every single moment of your life, you can view your situation from that same exact perspective that you do as your birthday or as you feel on Friday nights. As every day could be Friday. Every day can be your birthday. Every moment can be your birthday, right? And here's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm saying the way you feel on these days, the way you feel when you're on a holiday, or the way you feel when when something happens to you, like, yes, I feel great because this happened. I feel great because of these words. You can do that every single moment of your life, right? You can do that every single moment of your life, because it's all about the perception of every single second, every single moment, our perception of our reality, the perception of the world. It's all in our minds. That's why when I'm always talking about that the world is in our head, The world is in our head. There's certain things that you're prioritizing, right? You're prioritizing certain things and you label it good, bad, right, or wrong. You label it great. You label it bad. You label it these things, which is why you feel the way that you do. But is it actuality? Is it actually bad? Is the ending of something actually bad, right? Because if you look at certain things, people are like, oh, I ended this business, this relationship, is it actually bad? Or you're just labeling it as bad, right? Which means if you looked at it as, wow, this is actually good, something that you would call bad, you would say, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Is this the best thing to ever happen to me or the worst thing to ever happen to me? Is it the best thing or the worst thing? Why I lost this job. I can view it from a perspective. Wow, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me because how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to pay this? How am I going to pay that? I don't know. Or is, this is the best thing that ever happened to me because I can create something new. Now, it's not about positives and negatives. It's looking at what is the fact, right? What is the fact? And what you see, listen, what will happen will determine, it's all based on in your mind. What will happen is based on how you feel and see the world and how you feel about yourself. What will happen will be based on what you label as good, bad, right, or wrong. It's the entire point I'm saying here is that the world is in your head, and at any moment of your life, you can create that same energy. You can create that same enthusiasm, the way you feel on certain days. You can create the same momentum at any moment. It's all about your perception. Damn, man, it's so interesting. Like, man, it's so interesting. You guys feeling this, fam? You guys give me some fire emojis if you're feeling this right now, man. Like, literally right now, you can see things from a totally different perspective if you wanted to. If you wanted to. These words can encourage you. These words can inspire you. These words can make you feel a certain way because of your perception of how it is. For others, it can offend you. It can make you feel like, oh, I feel worthless. I feel insecure. I feel uncertain. It's overwhelming. For others, they're like, yo, this guy's bullshit. Don't listen to him. Look at him. He's full of shit. He's full of crap. It's interesting how the words can impact many different people in many different ways based on their perception of what's actually happening. Certain days can impact somebody in a certain way differently than someone else, right? Like, wow, today's Monday, new week, let's go, I'm focused. And then somebody else can say, oh, today's Monday, new week, oh man, like I wish it was Friday. I can't wait till Friday. It's very interesting. So if that's a fact, right? That the world is in our head. We see things based on how we feel about ourselves. We see things based on our perception. Then imagine every single moment of your life, you took advantage of that opportunity, right? You took advantage of that. Every moment, it's an opportunity. You took advantage of this moment right now. You say, you know what? I'm going to decide to do it like this because I want to. Like, it's very interesting, man. It's very interesting because the world is going to do what it does. Every day is a beautiful day, and then there's your perspective. Then there's your perception on it, right? And that, to me, is so powerful. It's so eye-opening because someone who does not understand that thinks, oh, the world is shit, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that. They have so many problems going on in their minds, so many things that they don't understand, so many conclusions and assumptions they're living by. This is the way the world is. This is how I feel about myself. This is what's going on. When at any moment you can legitimately head towards a different direction. Like, how real is that? Like, that's real. Like, that's not even like, it's not even something that, oh, you gotta, like, it's real. It's real. It's like, it's not some fantasy going on here that, oh man, life sucks and that's it. That's just the way things are, Anthony. It's like, no, that's the story you bought into for yourself, right? Like, in actuality, the world is in your head and you're seeing things from your perspective. The question is, why? Why are you seeing it that way, right? Why are you seeing it that way? Why? Like, why? Why are you choosing to see it that way? What is the There's an underlining reason why, right? A lot of people allow their fears to consume their minds. A lot of people allow limitations to take over, right? The limitation that they've created to them with themselves to take over their life. It consumes their mind. It consumes their life. So you live life with all these limitations, setting the bar so low that you actually get what you deserve. People are setting the bar so low that you're getting what you deserve. Think about it. You're getting what you deserve. If I could just make this much amount of money, if I could be around this type of people, if I could just be around these kind of conversations, if I could just get this job, if I can do, it's like, oh shit, you can have so much you want in this world. You can have anything you want in this world. Fact, right? If you want it, you can have it. If you really want it, right? Meaning not by just sitting down and saying, I want this, I wish, hope, and believe, and then it comes true. No, I'm talking about, yo, if you really want something, you want a certain result, there's certain moves you have to make to get to that point. There's certain moves you got to make. Now, if you really want it, you will make those moves. And you will climb that mountain. That mountain may be a steep hill, but you will still climb it because you want to get to the top. If you want it, you will go after it. You would do it. You would challenge yourself. You would challenge your perspective. You will make moves. You guys getting this? What's the biggest problem, right? What's the biggest problem? What's the biggest problem, right? Is that people listen to this without the responsibility to do, right? People listen without the responsibility to do, They listen with a mind that just wants to accept and receive. Hey, I received this. I feel good about the words that are being said. Cool. But now where's the responsibility to do? Does this inspire you into action? Does it inspire you to get up and say, you know what, Dan, the world is in my head. The question is, why do I see it this way? What is really happening? Can I see it for what it actually is, not what I think it is, or not what I wish it is, not what I believe it is? Can I see it for what it actually is? The situation that I'm going through, the situation that I'm in, the moves that I've been making up to this point. Can I see it? Can I see it so fucking clear? Can I see it? Or am I seeing what I wish it was? I don't know, Anthony. It's so confusing. I don't understand. I don't get it. And things are tough. I get it. But how aware are you? How clear are you? Do you actually understand that the world is in here? Do you actually understand that? Do you actually understand that the moves you're making has led you up to this point today? That the things that you prioritize, the things that you prioritize is getting you towards living this reality that you're living now, right? The things that you value, the things that you care about, the stories you bought into, all these things, man, are creating your current reality. Fear consumes the mind of many, and when fear consumes the mind, you will see things from a limited perspective. I'm only seeing things from this narrow perspective, right? This narrow perspective. Because the fear has consumed me. So afraid for what's to come. I'm so afraid to make any move. I'm so afraid to bet on myself. Because if I would bet on myself, it will come with so much responsibilities that I don't want. So I stay stuck. People claim to want change while following the crowd, instead of studying the crowd, instead of understanding the crowd. Don't judge the crowd. Don't judge the crowd. No need to follow the crowd. Study the crowd. Study the crowd. Study why people do what they do. Study why people would do what they do, and then at the end they'll complain about it. Study why people have this phenomenal weekend. Yo, it's Halloween. You already know. Yo, let's go hang out. Ooh, I'm going to be Dracula today. Who you going to be? I'm going to be Mummy Returns. How about you? I'm about to be the gladiator of all gladiators. How about you? It's like, okay, cool. Enjoy. Yo, que lo que? Yo, you got it. Monday comes. Damn, man, I don't know why my life is like that. I don't understand why my life, man, I don't know. I'm still lost, Anthony. I don't know where I'm gonna be at. I don't know what I'm doing. Anthony, you don't understand. Like, things are tough, man. Things are tough, yo. Damn, man, I'm still lost. I'm still broke. I'm still confused. It's like, look at what we're prioritizing, right? Look at what we're doing. Look at what we care about. Look at what we value. Look at what we're doing. Just look at it. It's not to beat people up for doing what they enjoy to do. It's not judging what people are doing. Look at you. You look stupid doing that. No. It's nothing about that. It's priorities. Priorities. How can you do all of that and at the end of it still feel like you're lost, confused, and you still feel whack? You still feel lost. You still feel like, I don't know what I'm doing myself. But yet, look at what you prioritize. Instead of saying this, you know what? Let me break away from what I would normally do. Let me break away from what I normally do. Because I'm getting certain results I'm getting in my life right now. And I'm not where I want to be. But let me break away from certain things. Let me break away temporarily just to create myself from traditions. Let me break away temporary from gatherings and groups and ways of being. Let me remove myself for a second, just to see what's going on in here, so I can see things from a totally different perspective. Imagine that. Yo, let me not go that direction for a second. You know what? Let me break it. You know what? There'll always be time for that. But let me break away for a second. Let me create something new real quick. Let me see things. Let me not feel bad about it. Let me not judge it. Let me not try to diss everybody who's doing what they got to do. Let me not try to fucking downplay anybody's existence, but just remove. And be like, yo, you know what? Yo, you doing this today? Nah, I can't. Not tonight. I got shit to do. Not tonight. Yo, how about you doing that? Nah, you know what? Not tonight. I gotta see myself. I gotta stop creating all of these escape routes and learn to say no. Learn to say no because because all the times I've said yes, I've created this life up to this point. You show up every weekend. You show up to these events. You show up to all these things. That's cool. You do all these things. You say yes to it all. But look at where you are in your life right now. And if you're not where you want to be, then doesn't it make sense to learn to say no? Doesn't it make sense to be like, you know what, man, what am I actually doing with myself? What position did I actually place myself in? Is this conversation I'm about to go have, is going to get me more aware? Or is it going to keep me more lost? Is this conversation, am I going to learn something from this conversation? Or am I going to be more confused when I get out of it? Am I going to feel more dull? Am I going to feel more like life is meaningless because of the conversations that I'm having? Just a form of, hey, I don't know how to say no. I don't want anybody to feel bad, or I don't want anybody to judge me for saying no. Did we get what we're saying here? No one's judging what people are doing in their life. Do what you got to do. There's no right or wrong way to live. There's only consequences. And if we look at the results that we are getting in our life, if we're looking at the results, the results we're getting in our life, if we look at the results and it's not the results that you want, then why do you continue to make the same moves? It doesn't make sense. Family, listen, I don't know who's on here or who's really paying attention, but that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I keep saying yes, making the same moves. making the same moves all the time, every time, making the same moves, and then getting the same end result you don't want. Can you imagine you start switching things up and started saying no? Yo, you want to do this? Nah, I'm good. I'm alright. Why? You being a party pooper. You being stupid. What you doing? Oh, look at you. No, man. I just gotta see things I just gotta do me. I just gotta do some shit. Even if you got nothing planned. Just the act of saying no, fucking powerful. Why is that? Because you get to see things from a totally different perspective. Yo, I've been doing all these things up to this point. What happens if I say no? What happens if I say not this year? Yo, what happens if I say not this year? What happens if I say, yo, not this weekend, man? We've been hanging out every weekend. We've been hanging out all that. I'm not where I want to be just yet. So right now it's just not right now. You know what I'm saying? And there's no beef. There's no, oh, Anthony, what are you telling me to do? Miss out on the fun? You're telling me to not have fun and enjoy myself? You're telling me not to see my friends and family? You're telling me, no, man. Come on. Nobody's telling you to do anything. Stop making assumptions of what I'm saying. All I'm saying is imagine what would happen if you said, yo, not right now. Yo, I'm good. Anything and everything that distracts you from ever seeing yourself. Imagine you said, nah, I'm good. Hey, you want to go out drinking this week? Nah, you know what, man? I do that all the time. We go every weekend. And I'm still in the same place I'm in today. Not right now. I'm good. What are you going to do instead? I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. I'm done with that. And it's not hate on people for doing shit, right? Let people live their life. Yo, let people. Do you know how many people had so much fun over the weekend, yo? And they enjoying life. They wake up with no conflict. Yo, I'm waking up, no conflict in their mind. They woke up this morning like, let's go. I'm focused, yo. Like, let's go. Like, they enjoyed the weekend. They work all the time. They're like, you know what? I'm going to show up and enjoy myself, and then I'm going to get back to it. Fine. Yo, congratulations. Congratulations to those people, right? Because you've earned that, right? It makes sense. There's no conflict. Right? There's no fucking conflict. You've earned it. Boom. Yo, I work all up to this point. Let me enjoy my weekend. Let me enjoy Halloween. Let me enjoy my time with the family, with the kids. Yo, I'm chilling. Cool. Do what you got to do. Wake up in the morning, Monday morning. Boom. Get after it. Let's go. We getting focused. We back to regular schedule, right? Cool. But then there's others who are like, yo, I'm escaping my problems to wake up on a Monday, just all sluggish, tired, confused. Like, all right, I can't wait till next weekend. Yeah, how do you wake up on a Monday morning to look forward to the weekend? That's a real life. There's real lives like that. People wake up and like, yeah, I can't wait till Friday, man, because I don't like this Monday, right? That's where I say, man, imagine if we learn to say no. Imagine if we say, you know what, man, there's something I'm doing. And I got to recreate something new. I got to do something new. I got to recreate my entire existence because I put myself in a position where I don't want to be at, right? I don't want to be in this position. As a matter of fact, I chose to be in this position. So therefore, I do want to be in this position. I don't like the feeling of this position at this moment right now. Now it's time to change. It's time to change, right? What you allow will continue, and what you settle for, you deserve. So if you're allowing this to continue to be, then congratulations, you're doing it to yourself. So when you look at things and say, oh, you know what, man? At some point, because I had to make this decision. At some point, I started looking at everything around me. I'm like, man, you know, I gotta create something new. How can you see things differently if you're making the same moves? If everything's already pre-planned, you got the weekend planned, you got the holidays planned, you got all the escape routes planned out already. How do you expect to create something new? What I had to do is pull myself out of it. And this is not something that I'm not telling you guys to follow my way, because that's corny. Follow what I did. No. I'm only telling you what I've done to get to a place of clarity and awareness, to a place where, man, now I'm above it all, right? Meaning psychologically above it all. I'm not pulled in any certain directions. I'm not living in conflict within myself. All clarity, all awareness. But there was certain things I had to do to get to that place. I had to remove myself from certain environments. I had to remove myself. I had to say no. You know how hard it is to say no to tradition? You know how hard it is to say no to things that are expected? You know how hard it is to say no once you've built a level of responsibility? Where it's like, oh, you're the person who does this, you're the person who does that. Then how do you say no? Like, oh shit, I gotta say no? I had to say no at one point to a Thanksgiving, say no at one point to a Christmas or to a New Year's. Yo, I'm not doing it tonight, Mom. What? Wait, what? No. What? You breaking what? See, I'm not recommending this to anybody. What I'm saying is, for me, it was to a point like, yo, why am I doing what I'm doing? What am I doing? Because I'm lost. I'm confused. I'm following the crowd instead of studying it. Remember what I said? I didn't say, hey, go the opposite way of the crowd. I never said that. I said, look at where everybody's going and study it. Observe it. Look at what everybody's doing, and then look at the end result of the moves everybody is making. So if everybody's making these moves and they're getting this result, then now it's up to you to make the choice and the decision like, yo, you know, damn, do I go that direction right now? Or do I go the opposite direction, right? That's your choice. But for me, I had to look at what everybody else was doing and study it and said, yo, I gotta say no real quick. Yo, Anthony, you doing this? Nah, not today. I don't know by when I will return, but just know not right now. Just not right now. And that, you start to see the world from a different perspective. You start to see why people do what they do. For the most part. You start to see the moves everybody's making. You're like, holy shit. That's how I look like. I do those moves, and then I get the results that I don't want. And then continue to do the moves because I'm afraid of what everybody else is going to say, what everybody else is going to do, how everybody else is going to respond. So you're making moves based on other people's opinions. You know how many people are living a life based on other people's opinions? I don't want my mom to say this. Yeah, I don't want the girl that I like to say that. I don't want my family to think of me in a certain way, so I got to front on what I'm doing with myself. It's like, yo, you know how many people are putting up a lie or living a life because of the perception of other people, of what they're going to think? I'm going to act like I want to do what I'm doing with my life so I can impress everyone around me. How interesting is that, bro? How interesting is that? You're living a life based on other people's perception. Limited perception. Limited perception. Someone who doesn't even know themselves. You care about the opinion of someone who doesn't even know themselves. Look around. Most people don't even know themselves. How you think they have an accurate outlook? Do you think they have an accurate outlook on you? Do they know what's going on in actuality, yet you're living life, you're making strategic moves based on other people's opinions? I don't want my family to think of me like this. I don't want to do what's best for me because of what people are going to say. So then you live a life of conflict, you live a life of misery, living with the expectation of others, right? Living in the box, in the limitation of others, or that others created, right? Living in the limitation that others created for you. So at some point you're going to have to make a decision, right? And that decision is, are you willing to do what's best for you? Mentally, physically, psychologically, just to create something new, just to see things from a totally different perspective. If the world is in your head, if the world is in your head, right? If it is, because maybe you're at that point where you don't see that. You don't see that the world is in your head. You see what you see is like, oh no, this is what's real. No, the world's in your head. It's based on your perception. That means I have to create a totally different day to day and do things from a totally different perspective so I can create something new. So I can see the world from a new angle. Give me some heart emojis, fam, if you guys feeling this live. Give me some heart emojis. Cheers to everybody who's on. Who's on here? Let me see who's on here. Give me some heart emojis, fam, if you're loving this right now. Cheers, everybody drinking a liquid truth. I'm a coffeecoat.com. Give me some hearts, fam. Give me some hearts. Give me some hearts if you're loving this right now. Give me some hearts. Give me some hearts, fam. Give me some hearts. Heart emoji. Hi, Tyler. What's up, brother? Give me some hearts. Even the dudes, too. You see the guys not putting hearts, thinking like, nah, I'm too cool for hearts. I ain't putting hearts, man. That shit's corny. I ain't doing that shit. That's what's up. That's what's up. Cool, family. Yo, I'm going to leave you guys with that. This was a great live this morning. Run with this information. Run with this mentality. Run with this. Observe this. Listen to this. See this. See this. See this for what it actually is. Go beyond the words and see it for yourself. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, y'all. Peace.